The message came at 2:17 a.m. Just one line. I'm sorry. No name, no explanation, no second text. And that was how Daniel realized she was gone. But what happened next changed everything. Daniel used to believe in simple things: hard work, loyalty, love. He lived a quiet life, waking up early, taking the same route to work, stopping at the same coffee shop every morning where the barista already knew his order. Black coffee, no sugar, predictable, safe. And then he met her. Maya. She wasn't like anything in his routine. She was loud where he was quiet. She laughed too much, talked too fast, and had this way of looking at life like it was something to be explored, not survived. The first time they spoke, she spilled her drink on him. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," she laughed, grabbing napkins and making it worse. Daniel should have been annoyed. Instead, he laughed too. That was the beginning. Life changed quickly after that. Maya moved into his small apartment within months. Not because they planned it, but because it just felt right. She filled the space with music, color, energy. Suddenly, Daniel's silent evenings turned into dancing in the kitchen. Late-night conversations, shared dreams whispered under dim lights. And Daniel gave her everything, not just money or comfort, but pieces of himself. He worked longer hours to support her goals, helped her start a small online business, encouraged her when she doubted herself. He believed in her more than she believed in herself. And she would look at him sometimes with soft eyes and say, "I don't know what I did to deserve you." He didn't know either, but he never questioned it. There was someone else in Daniel's life. Eric, his best friend. They had known each other for over 10 years. Through bad jobs, breakups, family problems, Eric had always been there. He was different from Daniel. Confident, charming, the kind of guy who could walk into any room and immediately become the center of attention. When Daniel introduced Maya to Eric, it felt natural. Of course, his two worlds should meet. And at first, everything seemed perfect. They laughed together, went out together, shared stories. Eric even joked once, "Man, you finally found someone who makes you interesting." Daniel laughed. Maya laughed too, but something in that moment lingered. Something Daniel didn't understand yet. Time passed. Little things began to change. Maya started spending more time on her phone, smiling at messages she wouldn't explain. She became distant sometimes, not cold, just somewhere else. Daniel noticed it, but he ignored it, because love, real love, doesn't immediately assume the worst. It hopes, it trusts, it waits. But what he didn't know was that this waiting was quietly breaking him. One evening, Daniel came home earlier than usual. The apartment was empty, but Maya's shoes were still there. Her bag was on the chair. Her phone was on the table. And that's when he felt it. That strange, heavy silence. He picked up her phone. He wasn't the kind of person who checked. He believed in privacy, in trust, but something in his chest told him, "Look." His hands trembled as he unlocked it, and there it was. Messages, not from a stranger, from Eric. At first, it didn't make sense. Jokes, conversations, late night chats, then deeper things. Miss you already. Last night felt different. We need to tell him, but not yet. Daniel's heart didn't break immediately. It slowed down, like it didn't want to understand. But what happened next changed everything. He kept scrolling. Photos, plans, a conversation from just hours ago. Tomorrow night, he'll be working late. I'll come. I can't wait to finally be free. Daniel dropped the phone. The room felt smaller, the air heavier. Everything in his life, the memories, the laughter, the love started collapsing into something unrecognizable. He didn't scream. He didn't cry. He just sat there, still, silent, because sometimes the deepest pain doesn't explode. It freezes you. That night, he didn't confront her. He didn't call Eric. He didn't do anything. He just waited, because part of him still hoped he was wrong. The next day, Maya acted normal. Too normal. She smiled, asked about his day, kissed him goodbye like she always did. He didn't know this would be the last time. That thought stayed with him as he watched her leave. And then he made a decision. He followed her. She didn't go to work. She didn't go to the cafe. She walked straight to a small apartment building across town. And Daniel knew, before she even knocked, before the door opened, before Eric stood there. He knew. From across the street, Daniel watched everything. The way Eric smiled, the way Maya looked at him, the way she walked inside, like she belonged there, not like someone sneaking around, like someone choosing a new life. Daniel stood there for a long time. Minutes, hours. He wasn't sure. Time didn't feel real anymore. When Maya finally came home that night, Daniel was sitting on the couch, waiting. The room was quiet, too quiet. She froze when she saw him. "You're home early." He didn't answer. He just looked at her. And in that silence, everything was said. "I can explain." "No," Daniel said softly. "Just tell the truth." Her eyes filled with tears. And for a moment, she looked like the girl he fell in love with. But only for a moment. Then she said it. "I didn't plan this, but you chose it." Silence. "I didn't mean to hurt you, but you did." Another silence. And then the final words. "I'm leaving." There was no shouting, no dramatic fight, just quiet destruction. She packed her things, slowly, carefully, like she was trying not to make noise, as if silence would make it hurt less. Daniel didn't stop her, didn't beg, didn't ask why, because deep down he already knew. Sometimes people don't leave because something is broken. They leave because They want something different. And that truth hurts more than anything. When the door closed behind her, Daniel was alone. Completely. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally. Everything he built, gone in one night. The woman he loved, the friend he trusted, both gone. Together, days turned into weeks. Daniel stopped going to the coffee shop, stopped answering calls, stopped being the person he used to be. Because betrayal doesn't just take people away. It takes your sense of reality, your ability to trust, your belief in what's real. One evening, weeks later, his phone rang. Eric. Daniel stared at the screen for a long time. Then he answered. I didn't plan this, man. The same words, different voice. Daniel almost laughed. You didn't plan it, Daniel repeated. You just let it happen. Silence on the other end. I didn't want to lose you. But you did. Another silence. And then Daniel said something he didn't expect. I hope she was worth it. He hung up, and for the first time, he felt something shift. Not happiness, not relief, but clarity. Because here's the truth Daniel learned. When people betray you, they don't just show who they are. They show you who you were trusting. And that realization changes everything. Months later, Daniel went back to the coffee shop. Same seat, same order. Black coffee, no sugar. But he wasn't the same person. He didn't smile as easily, didn't trust as quickly. But he was stronger, quieter but deeper. Because pain, if you survive it, reshapes you. One day, the barista asked, You okay? Daniel paused. Then he nodded. Yeah, I think I am. And for the first time, he meant it. He didn't get closure. He didn't get answers. But he got something else. Himself back. Because sometimes, losing everything is the only way you realize what you truly deserve. And Daniel finally understood. Love should never feel like something you have to earn by giving everything away. It should feel like something that stays, even when things are hard. Maya disappeared from his life. Eric too, but the lessons they left behind stayed, and maybe that was the real ending. Not revenge, not reunion, but growth, quiet, powerful, unseen. If this story stayed with you, subscribe for more stories that feel real.